Welcome to the Air Mobility Command Report. I'm Airman First Class Charles Simonette. According to the National Institute on Retirement study, 45% of working-age households have no retirement savings at all. The Air Force has programs to help lower that statistic. Tech Sergeant Jason Armstrong shows us some tools to become savvy with our savings.
Whether you're a saver or a spender, this year's Military Saves campaign offers plenty of tips for improving your finances.
This year, the tagline on the pledge is to build wealth and not debt.
Last year, 55% of Americans didn't save a penny. That's a percentage this campaign hopes to see decrease.
The biggest thing is if people actually go out to militarysaves.org, take the Savers Pledge. Military Saves will send them information on savings tips, how to use their tax return.
For more about building wealth and not debt, visit militarysaves.org or contact the Airmen and Family Readiness Center. Tech Sergeant Jason Armstrong, Little Rock Air Force Base, Arkansas.
Saving money also means protecting assets. As the Air Force prepares for the arrival of the new KC-46A Pegasus, workers are busy ensuring the aircraft will have proper protection from the elements. At McConnell Air Force Base, Hangar 1126 is beginning to take form as the roof is built on the ground before being hoisted to its final resting point. The new hangar will be home to the long-awaited KC-46, capable of offloading more fuel and cargo than the current KC-135 Stratotankers. While McConnell constructs a hangar, airmen at Scott Air Force Base are shaping their careers. Airman First Class Kimberly O'Brien shows us how airmen are coming together to build each other up.
$5 for the rest of the year until August.
Today's airmen have a voice. Scott Air Force Base's First Four organization plays an important part in helping airmen in the ranks of E1 through E4.
When we have our general meetings, we actually try to blend them. That way the airmen get to network with each other and, meet people outside of their career fields, outside of their shops, and they also get a little professional development out of it, so they are learning a lesson as well as doing a little mixing and mingling.
Some of the professional development includes run-throughs of personal finance and retirement planning. Airman First Class Kimberly O'Brien, Scott Air Force Base, Illinois.
From professional development to a humanitarian PCS, airmen help each other every day. Senior Airman Jarrod Vickers introduces us to one airman who just needed to come home, and the Air Force made that happen.
2012 was a big year. He got married, joined the Air Force, and moved thousands of miles away to Aviano Air Base, Italy. And then?
Doing all the daddy stuff, getting the crib and all that kind of stuff ready, the room ready.
A child.
Her parents were actually landing while she was in labor, and they were, expecting to see, our little Tucker Thomas. We had to give them a call on their way in from the airport, let them know the news. She went into labor, and our son ended up dying during birth. Suction in your cheek? Buying our own car, getting our own house, kind of being pushed into adulthood was hard enough, and then that just kind of put some icing on top of a nightmare cake.
Yet through his nightmare, his Air Force family was by their side through it all. And eventually, the two of them were able to apply for a humanitarian permanent change of station to move closer to family to help lighten their emotional burden.
That humanitarian really was the kicker and got us back here within 2.5 hours of home, so it made the grieving process and the uprising a lot better.
Moving forward with both their nearby family and their fellow airmen. Senior Airman Jarrod Vickers, McConnell Air Force Base, Kansas.
That's it for this edition of the Air Mobility Command Report. To view the full versions of these stories, go to www.youtube.com/user/mobility airmen. And if you know of an airman on your base who deserves to be featured, contact your local public affairs office.